Hello! We are back here with our Rags to Riches family, the Galvins. I still really love the way the pink kitchen appliances look with the blue wallpaper from the uh, Life and Death pack. But Crystal Galvin has a has a bucket list item for owning a house worth at least 250,000 simoleons. So I am going to cheat to give her her mansion, and then we can bulldoze this house to build the cabin that will be at the campground that I am hoping to fund with a Kickstarter after this channel gets a bigger following. So, we need to consult my list. I think it's just chest and cheese on. Cheats are enabled. And then it should just be money. 255,000. Excellent. And then exit out of there. And let's get this playing. And then you can use your phone, I believe. No, it doesn't look like. Here we go. It's under travel to have move household. So the math I did was I need to have 30,000 contributors to the Kickstarter. If the amount of money that's actually getting raised from each contributor is about $20. So 30,000 subscribers, or at least like frequent viewers, is the benchmark goal for starting the Kickstarter. Alright. There should be a really fancy mansion in Hollywood, I would think. There's somebody already there. That's only worth 100,000. Okay, this technically works. Not a lot of houses in this neighborhood. I could cheat them a bit more money, maybe, and have them get that one. Let's see different neighborhoods, though, perhaps. I don't think there's any actual. Windenburg might have. Let's see. Non-residential. These are all taken. It's 130. What about Glimmerbrook? She is a spellcaster. I really like the look of this house, though. It's still like 200 grand or like 100,000 short of good enough for her standards. My gosh. Forgotten Hollow? This is the only non-inhabited house. Try Ravenwood. Oh, there's someone living there. Okay. Oh, what about here? That's really close. I should be able to have this house become worth another 50 grand. That seems achievable. Sell your furniture. Well, that is part of the goals with this stream is to pick the next game because part of why I'm wrapping up this series is I can start multi-streaming to Twitch again because my 30-day ban from getting in trouble for people's inappropriate behavior during the Jackbox games is lifted now, but I don't want to start streaming again there in the middle of a series. So when I can pause this again, I can bring up my Steam and then we can pick the game for the next part of the series. As long as we're talking about that, pause the game. Go back over here. Go to Steam. Well, I hope it doesn't take too long for Steam to update. I should have thought about that before I started streaming. I might continue doing YouTube after um the park is going, but it was never like the final goal, no. Is Steam loading? That's it. There it is. Alright, we can close out of the sales stuff. Just go to my library. So, in terms of like high likelihood, so Stardew Valley, I've obviously played a lot of, but I could either jump into my existing game or start a new farm and make that the next series. Or is that further up from this than I thought? Here we go. Or I could do a Skyrim stream. Those were kind of like my top two choices. Other ones that might be good. I have already done a little bit of streaming with Fallout, but I could do more of that. I could do Potionomics again. This one is a lot of reading, so it's kind of hard on my voice, but I can go back into this. Strange horticulture is really cute. I could go run through that through fairly quickly. And that's not my neighbor. I also did a little bit of streaming before, but we can definitely do more of this one too. So if anybody on YouTube watches the playback of this and wants to leave a comment about what game they would like to see me play next, we could totally do that. There was Cult of the Lamb has some integrations with Twitch where um people who are watching the stream can like kind of participate a bit by becoming part of your cult, or at least like um getting named as your cult leaders or something. I don't know precisely how it works, but once the Twitch views start getting into higher numbers after I get into that some more, this is on my list of things to stream as well. Let's see, is there anything? This Cosmic Wheel game, I haven't played it all yet, but it's also by the same developers that made Cult of the Lamb, and it did look pretty interesting. What was Moon Ring? Oh, that was a freebie that was made by I can't remember, but it came out during COVID. Prison Architect, I have a bunch of constructing to do. No, there's already too much crazy chump cult in real life. Mm. Vampire Therapist is a little bit campy, but it does include actual legitimate therapy concepts. So it might be like a useful-ish thing to go through at some point. Yeah. Uh, we can kind of say I can do start at the beginning of the list and do a kind of a slow scroll up the side so that anybody who's interested can leave comments of what other games they'd like to play. Graveyard Keeper, I did a little bit around last Halloween, and I'll probably do again for this Halloween. You know, in like 5 months. Yeah, I'm scrolling too fast. Sorry. Oh, and my camera is in the way a bit. So if I kind of shrinks this a bit, and then you can, camera, go to the side just like that. And then you can see the the virtual cottage is literally mostly just background music, but it was real. This is really useful for when I'm doing my editing for having background stuff that's not distracting. So not as a stream thing, but as kind of an overall recommendation for people. Alright, now we can go back to our Sims people. We've got... Oh, wow. The floors are all kinda decrepit in this house. So let's get rid of the holes in the floor as kind of our first order of business and improving the value of this house. We can definitely install some more expensive toilets, I'm sure. Yes. Yeah, I feel like this one kind of... No. Yeah, that's a very black bathroom. This is a very small bathroom. Well, we can get another really expensive toilet in here. Oh, they got a greenhouse. That's cute. This living room really doesn't have much going on. I mean, I guess it has a big screen TV, but it's mostly just a really empty room. And this is kind of just a big empty space too. Yeah, so we can definitely upgrade this bed. The Sims commune, no, not really. You can have up to 8 people in a household, but you can't really have, like, shared house, like multiple households sharing a space. This is the most expensive bed. Yeah, this looks like it fits this room. Again, we can give you a more expensive toilet. We can upgrade this shower too. Doesn't match super well. This one matches a bit better. And it's relatively similar in cost. Yeah, like these aren't like super cheap beds, but we can upgrade them. Oh, that one is a bit more expensive, but not very much. Let's make this room a little bit different. Here, we can give this one a pink bed. And then we'll give you... Yeah, we'll give you kind of this blue bed. Upgrade this toilet. Ooh. This should mean we're at about our goal for the build, though, in terms of value. Oh, they've got a coffin bed. That's nice. And I still have 2 toilets I haven't upgraded. Well, let's just drop in another 50 grand just so we can finish off the theming. I haven't even gotten to the point of putting in their business stuff like I was going to. Because even though they moved locations, he still has the... Yeah, remodeling and building the Sims homes is nice. It's a bit of playing dollhouse for grown-ups. Oh my gosh, giant hole in the floor. You know, let's give them the red bed in that one. Do you have any more holes in the floor? Okay. So, where do I want to put the bar? Go to... No, dining room has the bars. Thank you. Let's see, we need nice. Ooh, the sophisticated saloon. Is there a different skin for it that'll maybe look better? Oh, I just don't like the way that one looks, really. How about this? Oh yeah, that's much nicer. It matches the dining room table pretty nicely. What if I put the bar by the dining room table? And that's kind of where it's intended to be. Then let's get some bar stools. These could look nice. We can find the right color wood. Yay! There. I still want them able to do their pottery stuff. So, do I want to put those in this room? Where do I want to put the kiln? to study, hobbies and skills. Should be in here. Yeah, so pottery wheels. Kind of have a station of them. Move the grandfather clock over here. Move this urn thing closer to the door. And then we can get the kiln. Ooh. That skin looks like it suits the house. So I put one here. Yes, I can have 2 kilns. Is there a swatch on this that matches that kiln better? I feel like there should be. Yeah, we'll go this one. And then they also need painting. Alright, because she's not an artist, we can only use the basic easel. But let's put the painting in the greenhouse. Yeah. And then the only other activity I had was cross stitch. Is there something in this living room area where I could set that on? So what if I do an eyedropper on this coffee table? And then we go back to activities. And grab a cross stitch box. And then let's just make sure that she can actually use the cross stitch. Like, sure, do your thing. Oh man, I had this problem with the last time where they couldn't actually use the cross stitch from the end table. I'm not quite sure why. I usually make my Sims houses a lot bigger than how I typically prefer my actual, like, real life houses. Oh, there's another hole in the floor still. Yeah, maybe he was trying to just switch their business activities instead of doing cross stitch. Maybe there's something else we can have them do. Owned business. Small business settings. Garden. We have a lot more pottery and gardening available. So let's remove the cross stitch. Oh, I don't have any shelves for selling the pottery that they don't take home for them. We could set that maybe. Maybe, perhaps. I mean, hypothetically, I could just watch TV, but a long water slide. I don't know if we even have one that does. I mean, I guess I must. Well, we could get them a woodworking table, maybe. Or I could just watch TV. Well, maybe if I put browse and buy items, they'll buy more of the items. Not that that really matters. I don't particularly intend on playing through this much more, but she should have. What? How is the house not worse enough yet? Oh my gosh. Hmm. Okay, we still have more upgrading I need to do. Yes, I definitely do like tiny homes. Tiny homes are fun. What can I do to upgrade? Oh, they've got little playground space outside. That's cute. And a little cemetery. I could put a grill out by the table over here. Appliances, grills. Big fancy grill. Oh, we can give her a cauldron though. That would be. Wait, this one's the fancy cauldron. Yes. Not in red. Yes, blue looks nicer. It's a minor detail, but room, outdoors, trash cans. This is a really cheap, ugly trash can. Let's get down. Nice trash can. There's their mailbox too. Where's your mailbox? Oh, here it is. Okay, it's a pretty fancy mailbox, that's fine. I don't paint very often, no. I've done like maybe half a dozen paintings in fresh paint. What can I do? We want the sales shelves for the pottery. So where should I put those? And maybe right in the entranceway. Objects by function, small business. Those are a little more fancy looking. Is there a really fancy looking sales shelf? Not particularly. I don't think that works as a kiosk. Be nice if it did. It looks very, very fancy. Test tube pedestal. Interesting. Didn't realize it was a pedestal though. Pedestals. Oh, we can get them. A kiosk for coming in. And then this looks a little nicer than the sales shelves I had been using. You can fit a bunch of them in this space. Not quite. Not quite. Okay. What if we sold this one? Left the two in the middle. Where are the other sales shelves I was looking? Oh, here they are. Nope, this can't fit in this space either. Or that space. Okay. Nope. What if we put these as close to the edge as I can get them? And then put this in the middle. Yeah, that'll look nice. We still have not increased the value of the lot enough. Oh my gosh. I thought if they had 250,000 and I spent the 250,000 that she'd get her achievement. And then we could move on to the other part of the stream. Let's try giving her better bookcases. Hello, second viewer. I am going to move on to the cabin part. We're just trying to move a family out so that I have a different... so that I can, rebuild in that space. Why can't it be placed against the wall? Okay, so what if we bring back those shelves. And then we just get this other shelf and put it somewhere. No. Like perhaps over here. That works. I don't like the way it looks lined up with the pottery wheels. I feel like they should kind of relate to each other more. Even though they're not, like, related as activities. What can I do to increase the volume of the playlist? Fireplace. That's a 780. I should have just cheated them more money and moved them onto the one in Hollywood. The Grim Reaper job is by far the most interesting of the Sims jobs. Yes, we can get more fancy sofa. What color should I put this in? Like everything in the house is so dark themed. There we go. Put this one there. Put another one like it there. Can also replace this one. Oh. Sell that other coffee table. Oh, that vaguely increased the flat value. I was looking for fireplaces. That's what I was looking for. Decoration, fireplace. Yes, we can make a fancier fireplace. Is there one on the next floor too? Well, we'll add one to the master bedroom. Yeah, the Grim Reaper paid pretty good. At the end of the career, I was making 3,600 per day if I actively did the job, like by joining her at the job. Otherwise, if you send them to work by themselves, she made like $1,000 less in that day. Oh, there's a third floor. I got a little kid's room up here. I think that's probably the most expensive of the single beds, actually. But we can give a more expensive toilet. Some of the kids' rooms, I feel like giving her something a bit more brightly colored. We can get a better shower. You can go like that, I guess. Oh, there's even more up. Yeah, there's another place to paint. That's nice. Don't think there's much I can do to improve that space. Oh, they got a hole in the roof. Ew. There's one there. Okay, I just need another $8,000. In the greenhouse here. Go. Let's just go by room. Outdoors. Seen Simsy often putting. There's not the same spacing. You move over a bit. And then I can put this here. And then we can go into build. Go into flowers. Well, it'll do. You can put the gumdrop in the planter? No? How did she... I've seen her do this all the time, where she puts the plants in the planters. Is it because she uses... bb.move all. Now I can put plants in the planters. That one's a little too big for it. We can get some pretty roses. These are only $20? Oh my gosh. That's not helping. Triple tiered fountain. Is there a bigger fountain I could use? Door furniture, wall decorations, sculptures. Is there a fancier fountain I can use? Those are all locked objects. That's cute, but not necessarily more expensive. Could maybe go in that upstairs one. Where was... Oh no, it's got like a proper roof. Well, we could maybe put that there and then put a little bench in it. Benches, bench, 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 bench. Why is this under outdoor furniture? I wouldn't put this outside. Although that does fit in there like perfect though. Okay, maybe a different skin for it would look more appropriate. Yeah, we can just go with that, I guess. Oh, I thought there was a more expensive fountain. Why is it in with these instead of... Oh my gosh, I don't get it. Oh, this is... I guess it does technically fit. But I don't think they'd be able to get into... So let's undo and bring that back. Doesn't look right to have both. Can they... Yeah, they can walk around it here. Doesn't really seem like it makes sense in that spot, though. It's kind of too big. Wait, there's something for resizing. So I hit this. There we go, now it's smaller. Should I put it back here then if it's smaller like this? Yeah, so I could put this little fountain over by the kid stuff. And then we can have this fountain over here. Maybe move this stuff closer to that. No, I like it at the angle better. But maybe... Come here. Just kind of slide it over just a bit. Yeah. Okay, have a good night, Nomad. I feel like I should put something... What if I just duplicate this? And put a second one. I still need another 5. Oh my gosh. Wait, does this kitchen not have a refrigerator? Oh wait, there's the refrigerator, okay. I think that's a good fridge. Appliances, fridge. Yeah. What if I replace it with a brand new one, though? Because the base price on the other one had been reduced a bit. That did very slightly help. Similarly, I bet it's 24. This doesn't match the set quite as well, but yeah, we'll stick with this. I don't think that helped. Okay, we tried. I was not expecting this part of the game to take as long as it has. Wait, if I go room, outdoors, outdoor activities, the really big telescope. Oh, this is only 1,000. Still, it is something. That's another 1,000. Is there room in the graveyard where I could put a mausoleum? I move this gravestone here. No. Yeah. Okay, what else can I do? I just need another 1,000 though. That is progress. Made progress. It's okay. I could put the exotic water garden over here. And it's only fitting because of the move objects cheat. It really doesn't fit in the space. Go to build, maybe landscaping. Maybe there's some really expensive trees we can use. Not super expensive, but that's not gonna get us there. Okay, back to what can I do? We got decorations. There should be paintings and stuff you could do. Super expensive art. Come on, save me from this madness. That does it. That does it. Excellent. Do I want to just drop another painting or two someplace as long as I'm in this section? Maybe in the master bedroom. Yes. Let's put this painting here. You know, we've used up all of their money, but we should have succeeded in her bucket list item. Okay. Yay. We fulfilled a goal. Yeah, I need some water. Okay. Now back to manage worlds. Now we can actually go build our cabin. Oh, this is funny. Alright, so now let's go back to Henford on Begley. And then let's go to this house. Now we're just gonna build and now to see how well I can reconstruct from memory. Yes. This terrain paint looks awful. Let's just start by getting rid of that. And get just natural oasis adding nice, but big brush size, and just I don't like that deep forest green. There we go, deep forest green. That's the right shade. Alright. Back. Okay, so walls and empty rubbish. So like in this corner, there was a room that would be about a 3x3. I think. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that'd be about the size of it. There wasn't... Am I making this room too big for what it was. I think I made that just a little too big. This is turning out really big for how I'm picturing it in my mind. But sim sizes and real life sizes are kind of different. Hmm. I mean, it was still continuous from it. Like, this isn't quite how it was, but it'll kind of do. Because, like, there was also, like, a closet back here for where the water heater was. Alright, we need to move the house. Okay. Move the house. Move the house. House. Why is this not working? No, don't want to move the lot. That's bad. Why is this being bad? Okay, let's try this again. And just build those lot and try again. Okay, maybe I need to start further back than I thought I would. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 for the bedroom. Then 1, 2 for the bathroom. Then 1, 2, 3 for the living room. Then we want 4 across to get the bedroom in place. And then 3 for the other bedroom? Or is it just 2? That doesn't look like the right shape if I do 3 for the bedroom. So maybe that one was just 2. Okay. And let's add some columns for a porch. What columns would I like to use? Oh, I wanted to do limited packs. So we'll stick with base game. Eco lifestyle, cottage living, and I guess I should do the outdoor retreat one too. Then where's the tiny one? Tiny living. So it's not like super limited packs, but they kind of go together and match the theme. Ouch. Ouch. Ooh, this is a pretty column. Kind of too fancy. Ooh, this one's got a green and eco footprint. Let's go with that one. Go for kind of a nice orangey wood tone. Yeah, so if I put one here. New second one there. And we'll add some fence. Oh, these are with the eco one. Okay. Interesting. It's pretty. I was looking for kind of just a wooden looking fence. Yeah, okay. Find a different wood tone to try to match the columns. No, that's not what I want to do at all. Replace fences, place by drawing. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I don't know if this will be able to count as a true tiny house when it's done. But it's fine, I guess. Alright, so this is a little room in the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. And like, this doesn't look like anything, but that would be a utilities closet. Because there's gotta be utilities. C'est la vie. Oh. Let's put a little fence gate. Oh, this is cute. Door. And then, do I want to use... Don't want to just stick with cottage living doors just because they're really cute. And it's a good reason. So I've got a door there, door there, door here, and door. It looks odd for them to all be lined up together like that. Yeah, we'll put this door there. Actually, it looked almost nicer when it was all lined up together like that. Yeah. Okay, so we can ignore that part. Yeah, it's got less perks than it would otherwise, but I think it should do still. It's too reddish. So I guess I'll put this. Why won't you rotate? I don't understand. Here, maybe if I turn off move objects. Okay. Now can I put you the way I want you? You still won't rotate. No. Okay, well, maybe if I put it there. Now can I rotate it? And move it up against the wall. Kind of. Okay, let's undo. So if I just rotate it, okay, there we go. That's better. Like its hatch thing still isn't great, but it is where it's meant to be now. That's something. So I put up before. I control. I don't want anything here. Okay, whatever it is. Maybe if I just put the roof on, it'll work the way I want it to. Why won't you rotate? There we go. It is out over the porch. Shrink the roof just a smidge. Okay. Like a rough pattern. I do really like the scalped roof. Ooh, but maybe in a different shade this would be cute. Yeah, maybe this will end up looking cute. Little patterns. Let's get some wooden siding for the outside. I don't know if I like the way that looks. Yeah, that looks better. Oh, that's odd. Yeah, I think I need a different color for the roof. Alright. It was a nice experiment, but we're going... I'm not even sure if I actually like the shape of it. I don't know why that doesn't look right, but okay. Maybe I need some more basic roof. Yeah, somehow that looks better. And needs roof trims. That's thatched. This did match it pretty good. This space here definitely needs a cute little window. I'll do more windows when I figure out the inside a bit better. But if I go up here and then go to just like objects by room. That's odd. My ladder no longer goes... Did I lose my ladder? I lost my ladder. Am I not allowed to have a loft? Okay, so now if I go up... Okay. Now it's back again. That's better. Flooring, wooden floors. Good old maple flooring. I think it'll look fine when it's done. But wooden floors everywhere, except for maybe the bathroom. Nope, floors in there too. Super basic. See, to do the foundation, we need to go walls up, I guess. Select Yeah, am I able to select the house as a whole? Okay, move and rotate. Okay, so I haven't been able to select my house now. That's something, but it's not quite how I wanted to do it. This is just gonna raise the roof, right? Yes. That's not what I want to do. Is that high enough yet, or do I need a third? I think 2 up was right. Okay. I guess I just need to individually select my rooms and do this. The foundations are weird in this version. I liked them better in Sims 3. I don't feel like I did. This is right. This does not seem right. How do I do foundations? Hey, look. It's a nice foundation, but I don't have a foundation to put it on. So if I did that, then... Nope, that's still not the foundation. Crud. I feel like I've done it before and I don't know why it's not working right. Oh wait, maybe now it's working? Maybe this is the right one. Okay. Okay, I think... Yes. Now I have a foundation. Like, the cabin itself is just on stilts. It does actually look really cute that way. Do I want rounded stilts? I don't know, these ones look kind of flimsy. Yeah, I'll do the rounded ones. Alright. Okay, we have a foundation. We have a porch. Let's get some stairs up to the porch. What is with the rotation on this not working still? Is there a different thing for rotating? Here we go. Yes. I almost feel like I should have them wider. Yeah. On the actual cabin, I intend for this to be a little bit further over and then the other side being a wheelchair ramp. But I can just draw that across too wide, maybe. I think that does feel better. Am I able to drag the door over half square? No. It's not an option. Oh, yes I will. Yes I can. That's more centered now. The door does not look nice in this swatch, though. Could just give it a white door. There's a blue door. There's things in the way. Leave it kind of creamy. Blue door looks nice. Let it be a blue door. Okay. Alright, we have doors, we have rooms. I think the walls are painted just basic white, which I realize is a bit, you know, more simple than you usually go on a Sims build. But I'm trying to go for accurate recreation. That does not come in white. Okay. Desert Skies at least has a baseboard. Okay, let's put some lights in the room so I can actually see what we have. Got decorations, lighting, ceiling lights. I have slightly fancier fixtures for the master bedroom and the living room. And then really basic ones. I guess we could just grab the subtle saucer. Is there a difference between these two at all? Oh, this is even more discreet. Okay. I see. There, one in there. Add another to get the kitchen a bit brighter. Looks like I could put the really small one in the utility closet. Am I able to put a light in here? No. Not a ceiling light, at least. These are cute. Oh no, I lost my ladder again. Okay. It's gonna be alright. Stairs. Ladders. There. Okay. Let's put move objects back on. I feel like the spacing for where the loft isn't quite right, but it's kind of the best we can do. I guess I could put it as an air cushion, but I'd rather... This is cute. Energy 4, stress relief 1. This is a little bit more comfortable. And we can tuck that one there. That one there. Yeah, I feel like this part's not quite right for the loft, but I don't know if there's any better I can make it. I'd also like to be able to delete the floor in this space. Okay, that got rid of slightly more than I wanted, but that's progress. That's progress. Hmm. Good if I temporarily draw a wall here. Then I can put this floor, but I made it into a room. What if I go to this room and grab it as a ceiling tile instead of a flooring tile? Then I go back up. It doesn't show. Okay. Oh dear. Okay, so what if I undo a bunch, get back to there, then put a wall back here. And I could just put a really wide arch. Through this space. kind of too wide. Oh, is the space itself is only 2 wide. Okay. I'm grabbing arches that are 3 wide. Silly me. Oh, doesn't look bad. I think that I have that there, then I should be able to sledgehammer just this part. Yay! I've got a left! Then this should be the right color to have fencing for the left. And if I go, that's not ideal. The beds kind of clip through it too. Rawr. Is there anything I can do? There was something. Like, this is definitely the right way to make it. It looks right though, like this on the inside. Maybe I can just put something decoratively on the roof in that space to make it look okay. And then for getting the beds to not clip, I can lower. Okay, I can move it this way. It was... Yeah, I can raise it, but I can't make it any lower than that. I can't lower it through the floor. What if I just center things just a little bit more? I really like it better like that though. Well, tucking the beds in a bit, that does stop them from clipping. That part is successful. The fence, though... I was gonna have wood turbines anyway. So, what if kind of just make it look like the fence is part of the support for the wind turbine. That does. Oh, it's lined up better on the other one than it is this one. How is that one higher up than this one? Somehow I got this one actually placed through the fence post. And this one, like, it almost kind of is, but not. What if I put it back here and then I do the raise up thing? It's kind of working. It's working. Okay, I think they're even with each other now. I think the other one's a little bit higher than the other. Now are they even? Nope. Okay. Let's put a solar panel here. The solar panel here. Which is not ideally efficient necessarily. But maybe it'd be fine. Like if the porch is facing south and the sun's at its highest at noon, it would actually be affecting both solar panels either way. So that'd be fine. That's not bad. So that'll do, I guess. I really like the businesses and hobbies sets in general, but I don't like the pink lines. I wish they only existed in situations where you actually had a business. No, I feel like I need wood paneling for the inside. Martian soaring, eh? What if this was in a... Like, it fits the aesthetic, right? And I don't think there's a different one. that would be better necessary. Unless I could do stucco. Stucco could be nice. Are these all the same shade? Yeah, okay, so then it'll just be a matter of which one looks best with the flooring. Well, it's very yellow. Extremely yellow. I don't like yellow. Yeah, we'll stick with this. Alright. We'll have stucco walls. Objects by room. What bed should we have for the master bedroom? This one looks nice, but it's kind of awful. Oh, we can give the rustic dream one without needing to unlock anything. I think the Sims can still use it if there's a half pathway. In terms of dressers, do we have... We don't have the just hanging closet options. Which is what would, like, actually be there. I don't want to unlock the other packs, though. Not for, like, purposes of making this. The dresser kind of crowds off the room a lot. So how about we just center the bed better and leave the room just the way it is. Could maybe give it some end tables. So you kind of have some space where you could stash things. And for that purpose, like, this one looks like it would be most functional. Clocks, lights. Let's get some nice lamps for the bed. Why am I not seeing any lamps? Oh, here we go. I kind of almost want to go with the oil lamp. Otherwise, I could literally just go with the same lamp I have upstairs. It does suit the environment. I don't know what I want to do with that little utility closet thing. Is there something in miscellaneous appliances that would kind of symbolize its function a bit? Nope, that is too big for that space. Yeah, I don't think I even have a set that would have a water heater, but that's what actually is in the space. Like, legitimately speaking, in the cabin I'm trying to recreate. Now, I wonder if having the archway kind of invalidates my ability to put like a really cute, or put my kitchen objects. Oh, I accidentally put my fridge through the wall. So that's... Although that might mean that I can continue to put stuff where I wanted it. If it can go through the wall, it can be used the other way. Stove, and let's get some countertop. Surfaces. Is this the iron? No, that's the regular counter. Why do none of these match the wood grain that's for the fridge? This isn't gonna quite work. So if I sell that and then go back to walls, can I delete this wall without deleting my floor here? Ah, thank goodness. The loft is still where it belongs. We can go back down here. Did it have a full stove? And I'm thinking right or thinking wrong? Put the counter there. Room, kitchen, sinks. Yes, this is the one that matches that counter. I think that works. I think that's where it should be. Alright. Let's go to the bathroom. What sink would I like to use? I do really like this sink. This is one of my favorites. Sink, toilet. Liability. Why do I feel like you don't match? Only matches well enough though. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Not 100% sure that the shower will work because move objects is letting me put this here, even though it overlaps with the toilet. I'll have to test it out a bit, I think, just to make sure. Bedroom, beds. We've got bunk bed here. Yes, yes. 2 bunk beds. I think this one looks nicer. No, this is 6, not 8. Simsy recently did, I don't know how recently, I recently ran across one where she built a tiny house that could sleep 8 Sims. And right now I have this one sleeping 6. Like if I scooted the beds back more, I don't like the way it looks, but theoretically I could fit 2 more beds up here. And then complete the sleeping for 8. They need these both to be love seats rather than full couches in this space the way it's shown. This is a nice couch. This looks like it'd be nice for this. We'll go with this love seat. Is there a round coffee table? Yes, there are 2. 3 actually. That's a fairly small one. This is a really big one, but it would leave plenty of space for both eating and other activities. That one just doesn't look nice. We will go with that. And then out on the deck, we should get a bench for our porch. We could even go... We could put one here. Or we could have a second one. Yeah, they can sit right next to each other. There's good seating there. I feel like just general kind of clutter things. I think that's where I would find like a wall coat rack type thing. Nope. Well, I can put a shoe rack over here. Does the umbrella stand in this section too? Or was that from Seasons? I bet umbrella stand is from Seasons. But maybe if I go into show all, search. A coat rack and world out decorations. There we go. Yeah, so we can put this one here. And then I can put the one for the walls in the bedroom like I wanted. Put like that one there, and then... Well, for some reason I don't like that other one. There. Yeah, I feel like I don't need to adjust where the bed is for that. So it wouldn't be... Alright, well let's see if I can... Right... Here's a water heater. Sweet! Oh, it does technically physically take up more space than the room, but it fits. Sweet. I'm happy with that. Cool. And here's our umbrella stand. Boop. Got coat rack, we got umbrellas. Very nice. Is there anything else I need to do? Oh, we've got one section of foundation that got unpainted. Well, if I go... That probably happened when I deleted the wall there. Okay, that's good. Alright, now let's do windows. Oh, those look really cute. Oh, these are too big. Right. Yeah, supports regular walls, short windows. And yet, we can size it up. Nope, that does not work. The space in the wall is still takes the same amount of space. Okay. It's so weird. I swear I've used those windows before and not had them take up quite that much space. Or maybe I'm thinking of a slightly different one from the pack. Oh, slightly larger. Okay, so this is the other one. Yeah, it looks kind of dull having white and white. Could have that there. Have that one centered over the bed. What's that one look on the outside? Yeah, that looks good. Yeah. Like, I almost feel like I should have another window kind of in this space, though. But maybe not. And then in this little room, suppose I could go pop up and grab this window. I mean, if you count the love seats, it does technically have sleeping space for 8. I feel like that counts towards little Cynthia's challenge she had. I think I need to paint these walls on the inside still. Or maybe not. Nope, I think they count as being painted. So if I go here, yes, it's got the clapboard on the inside. That will do. That will be adequate for having that be painted. Okay. Have windows. Does this wall look bad just having the one window like that? Because this wall has 2 windows, but they are very differently spaced. If this window was more centered on this wall, it would look better from the outside. It looks cute on the back. This puts this window almost behind the refrigerator. But no, I would rather have it look better in the kitchen than be perfectly lined up on the outside. I think it'll look okay. It will look okay. It's not what I want to do for filling out the rest of the lot. I want to center the house differently. Right. Go up a floor, move house, move the whole house. Yeah, if I put it here. That's a little too far over. Like, it is more centered, but I don't know if it's just this tree over here or whatever, but it does actually look better if it's a little bit more to the left. So let's go grab some terrain paint. Let's get a silver brush. If I go with the square brush, that would be nice for getting a nice stone pathway going forward. When we go outdoors, get down the really cute mailbox. And a nice matching trash can. And let's see, where should I put a fire pit and a picnic table? Picnic table, let's give them a nice grill. I give them a fancy grill, or I could kind of go for standard park grill. I don't know, this kind of feels well suited to its intended purpose. Outdoor activities, let's give them a fire pit. Rocks of foam. What should I give them for seating around it? There. Let's have 2 of those. It almost looks best with just 1 of those. Should I put one of these in? Like this, and then like this? No. I don't like them. What about some camping chairs? Yeah, that looks cute. Okay. Let's make them a fishing pond. Tools. Terrain manipulation. Let's make a smaller circle so we can kind of add some extra shape here. The edges just look too square and I don't like that. That's better. That looks better. Maybe lower it a little bit more in the middle. Oh. Here we go. Let's add some water. Pools and fountains, outdoor plants, outdoor water decor. We can make it. It's too mossy. It's a little too covered. I'll leave it the way it is. Pond objects. Give it some water lilies. Pond effects. Here we go. Fireflies. And we'll give it some ducks. We'll give it a fishing sign. We can add a log. Yeah, that's a good spot for a log. Get these corners less corner-like. Get lovely trees. Let's see if I can make the tree just a little smaller. Yeah. No, don't want lights on it. And make this tree a little smaller too. No, that one doesn't suit right. It just doesn't want to lean the way I want it to. No. You know, it just doesn't fill in the corner well enough. Yeah, that'll do. That will do. And we can have a lovely lavender hedge in front of our porch. have some other sort of shrubbery over in this space. I don't want to use that pack. And my item filtering is not applying to the plants, so I need to be careful of that. Maybe I need another tree. It's kind of a base for it. And then put some shrubs around its base. There's some hostas in here. I think there should be some hostas. Oh, the hosta plant is from pets. I've been trying to limit my packs. Well, I can put some blue hydrangeas. That looks nice. Complements the lavender. Don't need to do anything else in terms of building. I think we're probably good. It's just a little too pricey to be a starter home. But it was just a tiny bit too big to count under the tiny home, but that's okay. Yes, I think I just want to play test whether or not you just need to make sure that the bathtub works. I think everything else should be no problem. Hello, 3 viewers. I am very grateful for your presence. I have been looking up to see if anyone's been in chat, but it's okay. You don't have to chat if you don't want to. It does look really nice from the world's menu. That's nice. Sure. Do I have create a new household? Manage households. Do we have anybody who's not living in a house? Oh, the BFF currently is not in world. There's also Eldridge, Wade, Farmer, Goodman. Oh, we got a doggy by themselves. Poor doggy. Stan. Aren't you the mayor? She's dressed like the mayor. I'm not quite sure why she's not in the world anywhere. I should stop being so fussy with who I'm picking. No, this house is not toddler friendly, so I won't move you in. Like, Farmer's got the right name for the community. Who do I want? Got a bunch of ghosts. Could add another cat girl to my world, that'd be cute. The Munch family. You know what? Let's try. Move you into my household. Where's Munch? Munch, 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 Munch. I'll edit. Move you into lot. Let's try. There you go. Keep it furnished, please. And let's play this household and make sure everything works. Do. Loading is so slow in this game. Alright, so first, let's make sure that you can take a shower. And then I want to make sure that you can get to the beds. There might be... No, she cannot get to the shower. Okay. So let's go to build menu. I slide the toilet over a bit. Using the Alt key. It's not working then. Okay, it's not going to be a 1-for-1 replacement. So if I just go like this, and then so this door. So at least it's a really easy fix to make. The room work. I just go there. I almost want to move the toilet there, just so it's not right next to the sink. But I feel like it might be in the way again still. So let's try this again. Okay. It seems to be working. And Gunther's going upstairs. He wants to take a nap. That's fine. And I don't want the kids' food to be on the gallery. It's interesting that the previous household's leftovers are in the new fridge on the lot. That's an interesting detail that I wasn't expecting. Alright. Clean up the kids' mess. And then... Oh, we've got a mean teenager. Oh, no good. Alright. Pause. Okay, now build mode. Back to live mode. Let's save the game. And I'm going to try to upload this to the gallery. I've never uploaded anything to the gallery before, so fingers crossed. So if I open gallery, my library, so I've got my other households in here. In various states. Is the house itself here? No. Okay. Okay. Maybe under manage roles. Perhaps? Maybe? Fingers crossed? Okay, so if I select this, build, visit, more, manages the household. How do I do this? Room or a lot on the build mode. Save to my library is up there. Okay. Okay. Alright. So if I go back here. Loading. Alright, we are paused. I must be in build mode. Yay! Save to library. Save lot. I'm gonna call this the Tiny Oasis cabin. Well, I guess technically we got like 3 bedrooms once. Nope, that is the original description. Fridge. Test. Target. This is the Land Back Permaculture. Big. I think this will do. Save to library. Share lot to the gallery. It's located. It's done. I wanted to double check that I had limited my so maybe if I close out of here and then open the gallery. I see it here. Then look at it. I only used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It, okay, six packs, but they're all like really related to each other. So I think that's doing pretty good for at least relative to how little Simsy does her builds on the gallery. Ah, I think I'm gonna call this here. Thank you so much for joining me and have a wonderful evening.